Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on marketing management, and we are going to extend our discussion on the topic of market segmentation, targeting and positioning. This is going to be part 4 of our lectures on the topic of STP, that is segmentation, targeting and positioning. And as you all know that we have already discussed about what exactly we mean by market segmentation, what are the steps in STP, and we have also discussed about the prerequisites for market segmentation, how to make it more efficient and effective. That also we have discussed in detail, and we have been talking about basis of market segmentation, and henceforth we will be talking about the remaining basis of market segmentation which we have not discussed so far, and then we will talk about the key segmentation bases which are widely applied across industries if we talk about the Indian marketing scenario, and eventually we will conclude the topic of segmentation with the discussion on importance of market segmentation. So, let us continue our discussion on the topic of different bases of market segmentation. We have already discussed about demographic basis, geographical basis and psychographical basis. Now, we are talking about the behavioral segmentation, where we are classifying or dividing the market based on consumer behaviors and their interaction with the products, that what kind of behaviors they are showcasing or they are reflecting when it comes to that specific market. And if we talk about the factors here, the very prominent and significant factor which comes to us is usage rate, that whether we are talking about those customers who are heavy users, or we are talking about those who are sometimes or rarely who are using the products, that is light users, or we are talking about the moderate users. So, depending upon the usage rate also we can do the segmentation, that whether we are going to target, we are going to find our target in heavy users or moderate users or light users. So, profiling is helping us in understanding that yes, on the basis of usage rate also we can find three different types of markets. One which is giving a reflection of heavy users, another is giving me a user who is moderate in his or her behavior, and there are some users who are occasionally becoming our customers or users. So, how to deal with those light users, that can also be a way of classifying the market. Then comes the second factor, which is in terms of benefit sort, whether my customer is looking for the quality, or my customer is talking about the convenience only, or I am finding my customers to be very price sensitive. I want the customer who is very price sensitive, or it can be opposite also, that whether I am going to deal with the paymasters. So, the status and the income level also gives us this kind of classification, where the benefit sort can also be one of the behavioral factor for segmentation, when we talk about the segmentation of market in terms of behavioral factors. So, on the basis of behavioral factors, when we classify the market in terms of benefit sort, it can be quality, it can be convenience, price and status. So, there can be a customer who is very much conscious about the quality, that I want the premium quality no matter what payment I am supposed to make. So, if I am going to find my customer, my target market into those quality conscious customers, then of course, I would be positioning myself accordingly. I will be telling you the way we have to position ourselves once we do the segmentation, and after that the second step is finding my target market out of those different segments, and then eventually positioning myself. So, the positioning strategy depends upon the target itself, that whether my target is quality conscious customer, or my target is that customer who is only looking for the convenience, or my customer is looking for the benefit in terms of price, that there is a customer who is looking for the reasonability of price. We may find a market where customer is willing to find maximum of discounts, or the price, the product to be priced at the most reasonable level. That is also, that can also be a way of finding my segment in the market, or that can also be a way of doing the segmentation or classifying the market. Then comes brand loyalty, whether I am going to deal with the loyal customers, or I am going to deal with those customers who are not at all loyal to any of the brands, or they are of switching in nature. They keep on switching one from one brand to another. There are certain products where this switching trend is very much prominent, and marketers, they basically deal with this type of situation when they go for finding the market amid the switchers, and that is why they try to provide, they try to emerge with different brand names. I would give you a product called toothpaste. I would like to give an example of it. So here, if you take the example of toothpaste as a product, the maximum customers are, majority of the customer is of that nature, where they keep on switching whenever a new addition is being done to a particular brand name. They keep on trying, they wish to try that particular brand. And that is why if you take name of Hindustan Unilever Limited, HUL, they have number of brands available in the segment of toothpaste. So that whether the customer is since customer is of switching in nature, so whatever flavor, whatever permutation combination they wish to try, if whether they are willing to go for being herbal, or they are willing to go for medicated toothpaste, medicated segment, or they are willing to go for finding salt into their toothpaste. So whatever is the permutation combination, they are offering their products in different names. So even if the switchers are there, then too we are finding a market out of that. But here, when we go for doing the segmentation, we can do the behavioral segmentation of the market in terms of brand loyalty or brand switchers, whether we are going to deal with those customers who are very much brand loyal, or we are going to bear with the customers who are brand switchers, and we don't mind them switching from one brand to another, plunging from one brand to another. Then the next factor under this segmentation basis comes is occasion, whether the customer is regularly using the product, or they are occasionally using on a specific or special occasion. So accordingly we can do the segmentation, and we can find the target market for ourselves while doing this kind of segmentation. So if I have to give a example here, I would say a travel agency may offer holiday packages which are targeted at customers who prefer adventure vacations versus relaxation retreats. So whether I am going to deal with those customers who are adventurous in nature, who want their vacation to be adventurous, or I want the customers, I want to to find a segment where the customer is willing to go for relaxation. And my dear learners, accordingly my strategy is going to be entirely different. So the strategy for the adventure vacations, if I am talking about a travel agency or a person who is doing his or her marketing in travel segment or in tourism sector, there these two segments, they require different types of strategies, different kinds of marketing strategies, different types of product positioning and services. So we have to be very sure whether I am going to deal with the customers who are willing, who are believing into the adventure vacations, or I am going to deal with those customers who are here for relaxation purposes only. So these were the factors for behavioral segmentation, doing segmentation on the basis of behaviors of consumers or potential customers. So whether you talk about brand loyalty, or you talk about occasion, or you talk about benefits or usage rate, all these factors, they find they are giving us a way of looking at the market. That see, market can also be classified and reclassified in terms of these factors as well, so that you can find according to your requirement, according to your strategies, and you can find that yes, this is my target, this is the segment which is most suitable for me. I will be telling you how to decide the suitability of a segment, whether it would be suitable for me or not. It is not that easy. It is a very well planned, scientific and meticulous process of doing segmentation, doing the profiling of the market, and then identifying what can be the best suitable target for me, and then eventually we can position ourselves. So apart from behavioral segmentation, there are some additional bases of market segmentation which are nowadays very much in when we talk about the market segmentation or finding the basis of a market segmentation. There is a very popular basis of segmentation called technographic segmentation, which is based on the usage rate of or usage rate or awareness about the technology, in terms of consumers' awareness about the technology usage or adoption level, that to what extent consumers are, or the potential customers are aware of the latest technology, and to what extent they are ready to adopt those latest technologies. So here comes the basis of segmentation called technographic segmentation, which comes to our rescue when we are willing to classify the market on the basis of consumers awareness about the technology or their usage rate, or to what extent they are ready to adopt to those technological changes. So technographic segmentation is nowadays, whenever a particular brand comes in front of us, they try to showcase to attract those customers who are very much technology conscious or techno savvy, or you can call it techno friendly, that they are very much techno friendly or techno savvy, and they want the latest technology, the input of latest technology into their products, even if it does not directly link with that of technology. Even while doing the process of the product, or during the manufacturing process of the product or packaging, they want to have a feel of use of latest technology by the marketer. So we have to understand that this can also be a basis of segmentation, wherein we can find our market in terms of techno savvy customers and the customers who are not at all techno savvy. So we can find this kind of segmentation, we can make use of it. Next is benefit segmentation. So here in this kind of segmentation, what we do, we are grouping customers according to the kind of benefits they are seeking from a product. For instance, some customers may think of finding economy model of a product, or some of them may enjoy the luxurious aspect of a product. They feel happy when they have this reflection of exclusiveness, that this product is with me only, that this brand is with handful of people and I am one of them. This brand or this product is available with handful of people only, or a very small chunk of the population, and I take pride in saying that I have that brand, I am using that particular product. So that exclusive sense of exclusiveness, that I want to feel exclusive by using this brand, that can also be a basis of segmentation, that whether you are going to talk about the economy model or you are willing to look at the luxurious aspect of a product. So my dear learners, these were some of the important bases of market segmentation, on the basis of which we may classify or reclassify the market on different parameters based on different factors. So in this entire process, what is happening? You must be thinking that we are doing this process, what is the outcome? Outcome is that you are finding numerous small markets in a given market. So you can see it's a journey from macro to micro, it's a journey from big to small. So you are going to break the bulk of market, break the bulk in a way, I can say, because we are not going to talk about the retailing sector, but I am simply telling you that we are somehow trying to find some small market in a bigger setup from a bigger market, and that is the story of market segmentation, that we are trying to find a small micro segment for ourselves from a very macro level market, where the market is size of market is very huge, and out of that market I want a small market which is most suitable for me. So segmentation is giving me different types of classifications. Now what are the key segmentation bases widely applied across industries, based on different industries, the way we are applying? If you talk about the most popular basis of market segmentation in Indian scenario, which is driven by the country's some of the important or leading factors, I would say that demographic factors are playing a very important role in market segmentation. And the reason is very simple. India as a country is having a demography which is diverse in nature. So diversity of Indian demography is forcing each and every marketer to do the segmentation on the basis of demographic factors. Then comes consumer behavior. Behavioral segmentation is also very much popular in Indian scenario when it comes to doing segmentation in Indian market. So the behavior of consumers are also very significant, and eventually the third one which I would use here is, or I would recommend here, is the economic landscape. So the economic factors, the income level of the customers also plays a very significant role in doing the market segmentation. So as far as India is concerned, the three important bases of market segmentation I would say is demographical, behavioral and economic factors on the basis of which majority of the brands they are doing their segmentation. Demographic segmentation, it remains the most popular and widely used basis, especially if I have to highlight some of the key factors of demographic segmentation. I would say that income, age, gender and geographic divisions, they are one of the important bases, and the reason is very simple. It is due to their direct impact on consumers' purchasing power and preferences. They have direct impact on the purchasing power and preferences of the customers or consumers, and that is why demographic segmentation is it still remains one of the most significant basis of market segmentation. Then comes geographic segmentation. It is also significant given India's vast rural urban divide and regional diversity. We all know that India is known as a country of villages, where we have more than 6,75,000 villages in India. So, here comes the role of geographical factors also, which is being used as a strong basis of market segmentation as far as geographic segmentation is concerned. So, it is just because of the vast rural urban divide and regional diversity, we are using geographic segmentation. Age, we all know. If I have to give an example of toys or fashion or health product, I would say that age as a basis of segmentation is very prominently used for these products. For instance, when you are targeting children, youth, middle aged and seniors, accordingly you are doing the classification. Specifically speaking, in case of health product and fashion product, it is very much widely used, very much used basis of market segmentation. But if you talk about grooming products or apparels, there comes the role of gender, because male versus female oriented products are available there. So, when we talk about the grooming products or apparels, there we find a significant role of gender as a strong basis of market segmentation. So, if you belong to an industry where you are dealing with a product related to grooming or the apparel industry, of course, you would be using gender as a basis of market segmentation. But if you are dealing with health products or fashion products or toys, of course, age is going to be a basis used by you for doing the market segmentation. But suppose if you are talking about the smartphones industry or if you talk about the specifically speaking smartphone industry, there the income plays a very significant role as the basis of doing the segmentation of the market. For instance, if you talk about floating a cell phone which is supposed to be positioned as a budget smartphone versus a phone which is supposed to be regarded as a premium device. So, accordingly you will be doing the segmentation, and here income plays a very significant role. I would say that to some extent in case of all durable products, this is one of the most prominent basis of market segmentation. Income is one of the most prominent basis of doing market segmentation when we talk about the durable products. Whether it is a computer set, whether you are going to buy a computer or you are going to buy a laptop, or even if you are going to buy a house property for yourself, a flat for yourself, and that is why you must be witnessing that there is a classification of HIG, MIG and LIG flats, higher income group, lower income group and middle income group flats. So, HIG, MIG and LIG is basically coming from here only. So, while doing the market segmentation, you can make a good use of income as a basis of market segmentation. But if you talk about occupational status or the qualification of a person, then of course, it is applicable in case of study materials or business attire. So, if you are going to offer a product for professionals, for students or for homemakers, accordingly you will be doing the positioning. So, occupational basis as a base of market segmentation is increasingly used in case of study materials, in case of business attire. Suppose if I am going to offer a uniform, school uniform to students, then of course according to that specific uniforms prescribed by a school I would be offering. So, that customization is being done there. But if I am offering a specific attire to a corporate professional, accordingly I will be doing the positioning of my product. So, occupation plays a role where your product is of that type which is exclusively used in that profession or into that industry. But if you talk about the size of family, it also plays a significant role. Small family versus joint family product offerings. When your product is of that type where you are offering a product to family, but here the size of family matters a lot, and accordingly you will be doing your positioning, and we club the usability, the usage rate with family size to identify the best suitable market for yourself. So these were some of the important basis of geographical segmentation, demographic segmentation, which can be used for different types of products. Now coming to exemplify the geographic segmentation, I can tell you that in which type of products it is being used. Suppose if we talk about urban versus rural, so the products which are tailored for rural versus urban markets, if we talk about the rural market, there we look for affordability, affordable agriculture tools versus luxury goods. If we talk about urban markets, they are in need of luxury goods. Or if we talk about the rural market, they always look for affordable agriculture tools. So accordingly, we can we can offer them tailor-made services for of our products. If we talk about the food items or clothing styles, there comes the role of regional segmentation based on regions. East, west, north, south preferences can be different. So depending upon that, food and clothing, they actually differ across the regions. So you can find a market for yourself, whether you will be targeting towards North Indian people or South Indian people or East or West. So accordingly, you can, if you are dealing in a market where you are offering the food services, so regional food items can be added or included into that, and same is the case of clothing style as well. So according to the requirement of that region, the tastes and preferences of that specific region, we can do the segmentation. You cannot deny to that regional taste or regional clothing style if you are dealing with either with the food industry or you are dealing with the garment industry. In both the industries, the region based segmentation is actually something which is inevitable. You can't deny to that. You have to do the segmentation, you have to find your market according to this basis, otherwise you may lose your relevance. Suppose if you are offering the North Indian food to a South Indian person, then of course the customer is not going to feel happy. So you have to do your segmentation according to the region also where you are going to serve. Climatic conditions, they play a very significant role, specifically speaking in case of some of the electronic goods, say air conditioners we can talk about, or even in case of winter wears, this climatic condition plays a very significant role. So the products which are suited for cold tropical areas, they cannot be sold out in the area where the climate is very humid. So the product which you are willing to sell, to position yourself or sell in Himalayan range, you cannot think of selling them in Rajasthan, if I talk about the Indian scenario. So you have to understand that the product suited for cold tropical and humid climates, they require a different type of strategy. If I have to give example of psychographic segmentation in that lifestyle, I would say that the customers who are very much health conscious customers, they always look for organic foods, wherein the convenience seekers, they look for ready to eat meals. So you have to decide that who is my target market, whether I am going to offer ready to eat meals to the customers who are very much health conscious. Of course I am not going to be successful. So you have to find a fine line between the two, that yes, this is the point of difference where I cannot sell the ready to eat meals to a customer who is very much health conscious. Social class also plays a very important role, upper class, middle class, lower class. Again, the income plays a very important role here, and also the personality traits, whether a person is adventurous or conservative or trendy. Accordingly, you will be doing your positioning, accordingly you will be doing the classification, so that you can find the best suitable market for yourself, whether you are going to deal with the customers who are adventurous in nature or who prefer the classical style of their attire or their sports. So accordingly you can do the positioning. So my dear learners, in this way I have tried to tell you that what are the different ways of doing market segmentation, and the different basis can be used by a marketer. And then we come to importance of market segmentation. Of course, it is going to be of immense help for us when we go for finding a target for ourselves. So targeting cannot be done unless the segmentation is done. So in order to find the target market for ourselves, I would say that segmentation is something which is very much significant, or it is a prerequisite. So once segmentation is done, then only we can find the target market for ourselves. So here we come to the end of market segmentation. In the next lecture of mine, I will be telling you about how to find a target market amid all the segments which we have found on the basis of market segmentation exercise. I hope you must have enjoyed this very lecture of mine. Thank you so much.